look, here's the thing. I'm not listening to no more YouTube people tell me that I got to make the first 30 seconds of the hook good. Not doing it. I'm not optimizing my title. I'm not optimizing my thumbnail. I'm not editing and writing a script and structuring it to be impactful. I'm not going to try to be funny. I'm going to turn on the camera and talk about whatever the hell I want to talk about. And I don't give a damn if you watch. You know, I'm 39 years old and I'm starting to realize a lot of the things that I believed in when I was younger turns out to be a lot of bullshit. I hyped myself up for a big nothing burger. And one of the biggest things that I done is I built up business, and I realized that most of this stuff is bullshit. This hey, I hype is bullshit. YouTube is bullshit. The economy's bullshit. The college degree that I got that's now worthless was bullshit. A lot of the stuff that I thought that would create value in life is a lot of bullshit. This idea of being an entrepreneur, most of that's bullshit. Now that I'm 39 and I actually lived long enough to like reflect on not getting the things I want, and now I kind of see what they really are. They're bullshit. Not all of it, but a lot of it. Like, I give you a prime example, YouTube. Like, almost all the videos on YouTube is somebody trying to sell you something. And most of the videos are bullshit. They're selling bullshit products. Like, I'll give you an example. A big example is like this guy named Alex Hermazy, right? And you see his girl, I think his wife is named Leela or something like that. Nothing wrong with them. Congrats. They made like $100 million. You see them everywhere. But like, let's be real here, right? Bullshit products of people running around calling themselves entrepreneurs, motivating other people to sell bullshit to the greater fool, right? Like, think about it. This guy like started off like with a gym, scaled the gym, started helping other people scale their gyms. But think about what like gyms are, right? You got guys who made $30-40 million, call themselves great entrepreneurs for doing bullshit that don't move the needle. It's irrelevant. It's stupid. Like, for instance, you get somebody, some poor bastard who's middle class, who doesn't have time to pay you $250 a month just to watch some personal trainer watch you do all the work working out. And you're paying them $250 a month just for them to quit in 6 months once they get a hang of it and realize they can do it themselves. And they do it over which replete, right? Does that actually create value for society? Getting somebody to pay $250 for a gym membership, or somebody to watch you work out, to motivate you to work out when you can go take $10, get a gym at Planet Fitness and work out yourself? This is like what most people aspire to do on YouTube and the internet. Like, some coaching business, some YouTube business. Hey, I'm going to take ChatGPT and copy somebody else's script and then take what their script is and make it a unique script for you that you can copy what they did and get views and follow their views. Or, hey, go on YouTube, find a YouTube short that's ranking really high, copy their transcript and make a clip that's exactly like theirs, but with your little spin on it, and copy their views. Bullshit. These are not businesses. These are not solving problems. They're not improving the world. Like, look at our society and what it's become. Like, let's just look at capitalism, for instance, right? Today, what you call an entrepreneur is a hustler trying to repeat or rebrand something that's already been done, right? You got a new burger joint. Oh, we are just like McDonald's, but we use 100% beef and we put like pickles and really cool shit on our burger and we call it a smash burger. It's just another 150th burger. Or somebody taking water and calling it liquid death. Just bullshit on top of bullshit. It's all bullshit. Our economy is based on bullshit. Like, I remember watching like Shark Tank, for instance, right? And this is what I'm talking about. And like, this is where we're at in 2026, where every average working rat race working person is aspiring to get a business, and most of the businesses don't solve the fundamental problems that the regular people actually have, right? Like, everybody's trying to open a new franchise, make a new potato chip to be on the shelves at Walmart that's slightly different than the other potato chip, but with cool graphics on it. And then you'll go interview this person and say, look at this great entrepreneur. They scaled a $100 million potato chip brand. What's so special about it? It's fucking potato chips. It's potato chips with different packaging. Oh, that's a great entrepreneur. Or I made another kind candy bar, or a protein bar made out of oatmeal, the 1000 protein bar. Oh, he's a great entrepreneur. He, $200 million in sales. Or again, not trying to pick on him, like Alex Hermazy, for instance, right? I see this dude all over YouTube, constantly making videos, right? This dude made $100 million selling a freaking book. 3 books that are basically the same that you could write it with ChatGPT. You made $100 million selling books and coaching. Think about that. To People who 90% of them are not going to pursue or do anything. And he made $100 million, provided no real value into the real world. You have regular, small scale, average people who are trying to get rich off the backs of selling everybody else a dream. And that's what capitalism in the modern day has become. And much as I don't like Elon sometimes, I respect the fact that he's at least doing things that actually matter, right? Like we all drive cars. We all use combustible engines. They put smog and particulates in the air that destroys our atmosphere. He's making electric cars. He's innovating in batteries. He's trying to go to space where we can explore new materials that could solve battery problems and other structural problems on Earth. At least he's trying to solve real problems. You have almost everybody in society, including myself. And that's why I'm like, forget YouTube at this point. Like I was sitting here, I would spend 24 hours making a video, cutting it, editing it, finding myself doing the opposite of why I was interested in YouTube, which was to tell my ideals. But I spend more time trying to make the perfect hook for 30 seconds before they won't click away from the video. Or I spend all my time trying to write the perfect script where it's logically and factually correct, and then trying to read it off the transcript to make sure they get good value. And then end up looking like crap. Spending hours, 24 hours to make a video just to put it up online. And YouTube, because they're prioritizing advertisers, I get 0 views and 0 distribution. It's been a week. You got a video up there, not a single view, right? In 2026, now that they changed their algorithm. And I'm like, this is bullshit. Most of YouTube is not about the topic you're interested in. Most of YouTube is you becoming a video editor and producer. If you do 3 years of YouTube, you know what you're going to be good at? Not talking about finance, not talking about your life. You're going to be good at making thumbnails, making titles, optimizing videos, optimizing metrics for views. That's what your actual skill is going to end up being when you're done. The thing that you wanted to do YouTube for is the opposite of what you're going to spend all your time doing. If you're interested in connecting with people and telling them how the world works, most of the work you're going to do won't be telling them how the world works. It'll be editing videos, optimizing titles, trying to be seen by the algorithm. The opposite of the real reason you wanted to do it. And that's an analogy for where our society is in 2026. Look at AI. You got 3 or 4 companies controlling almost all of the spending in the economy, like 60% of the spending, probably like $7 trillion, probably when we're done, it's been spent by a few firms, while a large segment of the middle class, white collar workers have lost their jobs. And even your jobs before that were bullshit. Most of your jobs were essentially distributed systems. Like if you went to college and you worked in an office, your job was essentially to be general intelligence with software. When an email comes in, you read the email, you respond to the email. Some information is shared in the email, you put it in another system. Now that they have software that can talk to those systems, they don't need you anymore. And now you're the leftovers to the bullshit system. And remember, all these AI and all the stuff they're talking about, how efficient it can be, it's supposed to be there to serve you, but it's actually replacing you. Right? At least in the short run. But the point is, the reason that all of this stuff played out, what it has played out, is because we're not focusing on things that actually matter. We don't need another burger joint. We don't need another guy scaling gyms. We don't need another course. You got average Americans who could barely pay their rent, who could barely afford food. Inflation is going through the roof. They have no savings. They need a new vehicle. They don't have health care. And yet all of the individual people who are trying to start a business are making irrelevant stuff. Why is none of us trying to solve the fact that rent's too high? Like, you got all these people on YouTube trying to make courses, making stupid videos about mythos or the next AI content, but none of them are actually trying to solve real problems. You know why? Because all of them, including myself when I was doing it, I'm stopping right now. Look, here's the thing. I'm not listening to no more YouTube people tell me that I got to make the first 30 seconds of the hook good. Not doing it. I'm not optimizing my title. I'm not optimizing my thumbnail. I'm not editing and writing a script and structuring it to be impactful. I'm not going to try to be funny. I'm going to turn on the camera and talk about whatever the hell I want to talk about. And I don't give a damn if you watch. And this is my first video doing it. I'm done wasting hours like doing everything and talking about everything other than the thing that I want to talk about. I spend more time trying to figure out how to get somebody to watch the fucking video than even talking about the things that I actually even wanted to make the video for. Now, normally when I make a video, I don't want to sit here and rant like this, but like I need an initiation ritual, and this is going to be the initiation ritual. So this economy is based off a lot of bullshit. Like, think about it. We have a whole bunch of Chick-fil-A's. We have a whole bunch of like random gyms. We have little stupid shops like Bed Bath and Beyond. We have like, if you go to a mall, it's like filled with nothing but clothing. None of these things materially improve your life. You got all of these random products, all of these stores, all these people inspiring to open gyms and open massage parlors and open up all this irrelevant comfort crap. Yet you're starving at home because food is bad quality and too high. You could barely afford your rent now that you're getting laid off the AI. Like, why are you opening up all these businesses and not solving the problems that actually make your life better? I'll give you a prime example. Look at AI right now, right? You got this, you have this system that can basically calculate the world's knowledge and ingest the world's knowledge and be able to spit out facts very, very fast. Why are you have all these businesses making consumer chat like ChatGPT and Gemini? Why are they not immediately trying to use this AI to create a new energy source? Like, that should be the number one goal right at the beginning, because if you create an unlimited energy source, you can basically run your entire society with robots. You don't have to do work. We're rich because if we have unlimited energy, right? You can essentially build automation in everything. You have automated food sources, automated factories, automated robots doing all the work for us. We'll be wealthy because there's no cost to the energy and we don't have to use fossil fuels. But instead, you have them making a whole bunch of irrelevant consumer products. They're rushing to the market to make the second level of consumer products for you to buy more. Oh, you want an iPhone? It got AI in it. You want a new laptop? It got AI in it. Now we have cameras that spy on you and track everything you do and can track your finances. None of that makes your rent cheaper. None of that makes your food higher quality. None of that reduces your medical bills. Yet the market is running to use these technologies to do everything in their power to extract more money from you while taking your job. And you, as the regular citizen, and when I say regular citizen, I'm talking about YouTubers, regular people with regular jobs who are trying to make money on YouTube. You're doing the same shit. You're trying to do the next thing at your level. You're trying to sell courses to the next guy. You're trying to get them with the hot potato. Hey, I'm a YouTuber and I make money on YouTube, but I'm going to show you how to make it even though I only got 20,000 subscribers. I'm going to tell you how I got 20,000 subscribers. Sign up for my course and follow me. And then you're following some other guy that you're paying $50 to have a little bit more courses than you. It's bullshit. And you have all these people talking about everything in the world. AI, how the world's changing. And that includes me. I found myself doing it too. And I'm like, why am I talking about this shit when we're not even solving and dealing with the problems everyday people have? Everybody's trying to play the greater fool game, and it's bullshit. And I think that it's going to take something like AI and white collar workers and us becoming destitute. There's going to be so much redistribution of wealth where the elite are going to control so much of your lives that it's going to finally wake you up. And we're going to realize we're freaking slaves wasting our life. So, at this point, I'm not trying to follow no more rules. I'm not giving you a 30-second hook, like I said in the video. I'm not optimizing my thumbnail. I don't care what you think. I'm not trying to write the perfect title. I don't care if I ramble and this video is too long. I don't even care if you watch this video, because to me, until society gets to the point that I'm at with not only their content, but with business, how they live their lives, this country's in trouble because we've been insulated from the real struggles of life because we've been basically colonizing the rest of the world and have them doing all our manufacturing. And we just been over here kind of living in a bubble and not really facing reality. The reality is most Americans, most businesses are making bullshit. I'll leave you with this. And this is the last thing. I watch a lot of Shark Tank. And I know that there's a girl named Lori on Shark Tank, and she has a company called QVC. It's a site that sells like all these frivolous products. If you stay up late at night, you'll see them. And this is one product that made like hundreds of millions of dollars, I think. It's called Scrub Daddy, right? You can find it at Walmart. It's a scrub where you scrub your dishes, and it has a smiley face on it. A fucking scrub with a smiley face got to made $100 million. He took a scrub that you could buy for like 20 cents or 5 cents, if not 1 cent, if you buy that scale, put 2 little eyeballs in it and a smile, and it's $100 million product. And this guy's considered like a great entrepreneur. And there's no knocking for him. I'm glad he made the money, but this is the problem and the sickness with our materialistic society. This is the problem with YouTube. Why you have the poorest people who need money and innovation the most trying to sell the most bullshit products. Why are they not trying to solve the actual problems society has, right? Instead of waiting on the elites to do it for them. All these people on YouTube, Alex Hermazy, selling gyms and selling PDFs and making $100 million in one day selling PDFs and coaching. Bullshit. Bullshit. I'll leave you at that.